All right, guys, so we're actually gonna go into search campaigns, all campaigns, and I just wanna show you the overview. Now we're gonna go into this search campaign. Typically, you'll only have 2 campaigns right off the bat. You might have your brand campaign and then 1 good search campaign. And so we'll go into here, and what I wanna show you is if we're going into this ad group, right? We can go into this tab right here, demographics. Now, look at all of the choices. Let me just first give you an overview of everything you can do, and I'm gonna show you how I was adjusting my bid based off of profitability. So if you look, people who were unknown, like just unknown, maybe even bots, you can actually now completely turn these off. Like you can actually go right here, exclude from ad group. Now you're like, hey, look, if I don't know their age, I'm gonna exclude it. And look how much money I could have saved. It's not much, but in comparison to, I guess, $200, so $50 over 200, this is like 25% immediately I would have saved. So boom, I exclude this. And then if I go into here, this actually might have been a mistake. I should have actually, instead of decrease, increase. So I can even increase, personally, I would increase by 20% because I see, shoot, $6.95 cost per conversion in this age demographic, boom. And guys, if you're looking at this, you're probably like, oh wow, this is this is gonna be really helpful. And it is. It literally is going to change a lot of things night and day. But we needed, the reason why I wanted to show this at the end is because I know a lot of people are gonna wanna just go in there immediately and change. It's not, you really gotta just bite the bullet, spend, get some conversions, try to go break even, and then you could really start adjusting into here. And remember, you can only do this with search campaigns. You can't do this with shopping. So right now I'm gonna go through the other tabs as well because everything else looks pretty good. $7 cost per conversion, 17. What I would actually do with this is I would decrease it. I would decrease it by just 10%, just a little bit, because this is still profitable for me, but it's not as profitable. And these, if I wanted to, I could even increase this by 10% as well. And so if you wanted like a roadmap of what I do, this is me just guesstimating. Truthfully, the most important thing is me excluding things that are just blatantly obvious, like, oh, this is terrible, exclude, right? And you can even see, what's crazy is you can see which people are like clicking through like highest CTR. So anyway, I don't want to get too down this rabbit hole. We can go on this for hours. So now I want to show you gender. So this is also very, very big. We can exclude males specifically because what I noticed, this is just opinion, for a product that is mainly female, if you're getting males to come on the website, it might be because they specifically are like, hey, my wife bought this, where's the order, blah, blah, blah. And it's just maybe 95% of the time, it's honestly the male is not even going to purchase. So if you're mainly female or if you're mainly male, you can actually adjust and say, look, most likely the males are just not going to convert. And so we can decrease the bid by an aggressive amount, by like 40%, right? And so now we're probably not going to even show up for males. But now even unknown, like if this is so funny. So look at everyone who is unknown. If we have this, then I could just exclude these guys because look, I spent $45 with no conversions. However, with people that are known, I went from a total of $12 to, if I just focused on these people, is a $7 cost per conversion. That's insane. And the next tab I want to go over is household income. I don't want you guys to really go too aggressive on this because what we did right here is if we look at female and male, we're already at $7 cost per conversion if we just focus a little bit more on the females. Like if we increase our bid adjustment by, let's just say 40%, and then we're gonna see like how that goes, great. But then if we do household income and we start adjusting this too much, unless we see just something glaring, it's going to also adjust the bid for the female as well, depending on where they fit in the kind of income status, along with our bid adjustment for age, right? So you wanna be careful because you're gonna create a very, very narrow filter that you don't necessarily wanna do. So just kind of follow along with the way I'm adjusting. I'm going kind of loose, but also excluding like glaring examples. And this is gonna help your search campaign so much. Now, even another thing I want to show you guys is we did demographics, right? But we can also do devices. So look at this. Inside this, remember, this is just one ad group. So we can go that specific on each ad group and see, oh, wow, people on desktop or computers are converting at, let's just say, okay, $20 cost per conversion. And I had this up 15%. Honestly, I think I made a mistake. It should have been at least down, probably more than 15%, but I guess I was being conservative, down by 20%, because people on phones were converting like crazy. Look at this, 13 conversions. If anything, I should actually up this. And the reason why I would up it, let's just go up by 10%. The reason why I would up it is because I am increasing anyone who's on mobile phone, and then the algorithm will notice, oh, it's someone 55 or 54 to 64. Okay, we're gonna increase it again. Oh, but it looks like they're not a female, it's an unknown, so we're gonna decrease it. So there's gonna be a bunch of increases and decreases overall to give you the best possible chance to just get the best traffic. So I hope that makes sense, but look at the cost per conversion on this, $8.71, insane. Just by us going more into the data. And so this is just the tip of the iceberg of what we're gonna do. And so we're gonna go back into, okay, fine, let's go into all the search campaigns, and we're gonna go in and we're gonna go into each ad group, right? So we wanna do each ad group. We just did one, now we're gonna go into this one, and we're gonna do the same exact thing. So guys, hopefully this makes sense. And so go through this, go individually, adjust your bid, and do slight bids. I wouldn't go more than, even on the most profitable ones, don't go more than 30%, because you're gonna have an accumulation of a couple of these other bids. And another thing I know people are gonna ask, like, well, if I adjust everything by 20%, is it gonna make it so everything is more expensive, a high cost per click? And the answer is no, because you're only gonna pay, like, there's only a certain ceiling for the highest cost per click, because you're probably never gonna go over, honestly, like $2. I mean, you really won't. And you should be really excited to pay $2 for someone who is likely to convert like 25% of the time, it looks like. Like the way you are bidding, like you are increasing your chance like tenfold. Like it's ridiculous. So go ahead, go through this, go through the tabs. It's a lot of fun. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video, and we're gonna go over the shopping campaigns.